outside his family home in Mingilao.
Right. And we have Juan's mom, Sonia Aguon, and also his sister, Nadine Valino, and Sonia Olalia joining the call here. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, morning, Miss Sonia. I just really wanted to get you ladies on because it's just been too long. We haven't heard anything. Whenever we ask Sergeant Tapao about an update with this case, there's nothing new to report. But they also say that it's not a cold case.
They say it's still active, and they're still actively, I guess, investigating what happened. And this case I remember because I was actually I was there. I not when it happened, but I was there that morning, trying to figure out what was going on. And it is almost about a year since this happened. What have you guys been hearing, or has the Guam Police Department reached out to you? Have they said anything, given you guys an update at all?
To be quite honest with you, no one has been called. It's either me or my brother Paul that we have to reach out to them to find out, what's going on, what's the status. And sometimes when I call, there's nobody answering the phone. Or just recently, about 2 weeks ago, I finally got a hold of Detective Santos, and like he said, they're still actively looking, but right now there's nothing they can further give me any leads or anything, which is very frustrating for us as a family because as holidays come, this is very every day we still cannot find closure. And this is very to us, my mom, she cries every day because it bothers her to see there's nobody there. We feel like nobody's doing anything. And we constantly pray that somebody will do to be the way I feel. And I'm going to just be very blunt, that there's incompetent detectives there in that criminal investigation unit, because for one, nobody reached out to the family. Nobody doesn't even to give us any updates. I mean, even if there's no updates, but at least to reassure us that what, we're actively looking. We have to be the one to initiate that call. And for us as a family, it's very hard because every day it's like there's somebody roaming around this island free, and it's not right. We want justice for my brother, but also closure, to make sure that he, whoever done this to him, that they're put in jail.
Let's take it over to your mom. Miss Sonia, we had a very emotional interview that we did at your house. It was a long time ago, and I just don't know how to feel. Oh, I feel disgusted, frankly, that they haven't been calling the family. They haven't been keeping you in the loop. And I don't know if that's because there's just nothing for them to report, but, mosquito and call, right? They could at least call you guys, like your daughter said. So as the holidays approach, what is going through your mind thinking about your son and this quest for justice that your family is on?
For me, Thanksgiving is coming, and every holiday that comes, there's an emptiness in our hearts. I just want justice for my son. I want the people on the streets or anybody that knows anything about it to come forward and give the information to the police department. Do your part as a citizen in the community. If you know anything, please share it. Please help, because we need all the help we can get. We've tried everything. We've prayed our hearts out, and we're still praying to this day, and we're trusting in God to bring the light in. We want the truth to come out. We want justice for the voice that cannot speak. And that voice is my son's voice. He got killed. Didn't even know he was going to be killed that morning. He came outside because somebody lured him out. He came out there and he got killed. And now his voice is voiceless. But as a mother, my heart is shattered into millions of pieces. I cannot tell you how I feel every day when I wake up. I see that my son is gone and my heart is heavy. And I don't know why they did it to him. I just want justice. And I know justice is God's vengeance, it's not mine. But I want the truth to come out, and I want us to have closure. Closure to have peace in our family so that we can go on with our lives. He has 3 children. He's a son for me, and he's a brother to my children. And I only have 4 kids, but he's my youngest. And I will not rest until justice is here for him. So please, if anybody knows anything, please come forward. I'm pleading for you to help us. Help us get the truth out. That's all I ask.
What's your message to the detectives investigating the murder of your son, ma'am?
Also, the head of the police department, he promised us that he will be doing everything in his power to help us solve the case. So I'm pleading to him and to all the detectives. I know there's something out there, and I don't know why it's not being revealed, but I just want you to help us bring justice for Juan, because he didn't deserve to die the way he did. And it's so sad, and it's really very heavy in my heart. And I'm just asking them to please help us, because we're trusting in them to do what is right for us in the community. Help us find whoever did this to my son.
When was the last time you guys have spoken to anyone from GPD?
My daughter Nadine called the detective. He tried to tell us that he's searching for everything, but I know there's more things that is going on, or I know somebody out there in the streets know what's going on, but I don't know why no one's coming forward. And as far as the moped or motorcycle or whatever, I just know there's more to this case than is being revealed.
Miss Sonia, I've been on the street. I stood in the spot where your son died. I mean, it's an area, one way in, one way out. I know it's got to be frustrating because you know where he was murdered. Like I said.
Yes, and every day that I go to my house and I pass that street and it's right in front of my house where the blood stain is, it hurts me so much. It's a constant reminder that my son got killed in front of my home. That is why I know that I go into the house and I drive in, I drive out, but that spot right there where my son got killed really, really reminds me every day that there needs to be some justice for him. I cannot just sleep every night and just think that it's okay, or the person that killed him, it's okay for them. I just hope that they can find whoever did it. That's all I'm praying for.
How about the children?
My grandchildren, they really miss their father. It's not the same. That's why I'm saying to everybody, you have your family members, be grateful. Hug them every night. Be thankful you still have them, because you never know what's going to happen. Tomorrow's not ours. It's never promised. But we have to love our family members and cherish every single one of them. That's what Thanksgiving is. Be thankful for what you have and be grateful you still have them. I have 2 major losses. I lost my husband and I lost my son. And every day it's a heavy, heavy heart for me. And I will never close my eyes until I find the one who did this to my son.
Thinking about your son's life, what are some of the things that you were thankful for?
I'm thankful that God gave me the time to be with my son. He's my baby. And every day I have fond memories of him, and I see it in his children. His children is what keeps me going. A part of him is in his children. So I'm forever grateful that I have them to go on with my life. My children too. Without them, I don't know where I'll be. But I'm just so grateful that God is in the middle of our lives and we're trusting in Him to help us through this hardest times of our life.
Sonia, is there anything you would like to say, whether it's to the community or to GPD?
I would just like them to please find it in their hearts to help us. If it was their family members, would they be just waiting this long, or would they be out there doing something to try and find whoever killed their family? Please, Guam Police Department and all the detectives that are working on my son's case, please help us.
Nadine, I know you brought your niece, Sonia. Sonia, was there anything you'd like to say?
I would just like to say that I truly hope that justice is served. And every day I saw my uncle, and it's hard because I don't see him at all. And he wasn't just my uncle, but for me, he was a father figure because I had none. And I spent almost every day with him, and now it's different because I don't see him at all. And I just pray that justice will be served and that, our hearts will be healed, because it's hard. Every day you don't ever really truly get over someone dying. You just learn to live with the pain of it. It's just, you don't know that somebody's life is going to be taken away. And when it is, it's just like your whole world is flipped upside down. And I wouldn't wish the pain that my entire family feels on anybody else. And that's why I just hope that justice will be served for this case.
When you guys go back and you think about the investigation, because I'm pretty sure you were all questioned by the police, is there anything that sticks out that maybe you might have overlooked, or any details that you feel could provide more insight for these investigators, or anything at all?
To be quite honest with you, the police, when they did an investigation, they only spoke to key people that are around in our other homes, but they never spoke to my mom or me or my niece. So it was only the key people that were living with my brother Juan. But going back to Chris, what you were saying about that area in Manila is where we were all raised up, and it's around that area, in that home, in that area, it's all family. And for that, we can leave our doors open. We never felt threatened or worried about in that area. And it just, for somebody to come and do that, I feel in my heart that it's planned, and there's a motive behind it. And the police just need to thoroughly investigate it and find out. They just need to do their job. Basically, that's what it is. Dig deeper. If they don't have the capabilities, then get somebody out to do it, because it is going on for far too long.
Mm-hmm. Have they given you guys any inclination who might have done this or anything at all?
No. They're still trying to identify the person on the moped, and that's the thing we're just waiting for, because that area, like I said, it's all family, and my brother has grown up with all the neighbors in that neighborhood. I mean, they played baseball, they played football. We're very, very, close-knit family and friends there. And I just don't understand who could done this to him. And I just want to say, Chris and Bree, is that, to the point where I look at him telling my mom, Thanksgiving's coming, holidays coming up, and yet, there's still nothing, no word where I say, if somebody knows something, I'm going to put a reward out that, anything that can lead to an arrest or an indictment, that, I will put a reward in cash and pay this person to come forward and speak, and to call the crime stoppers or the detectives in the criminal investigation, and, say something, because, we need closure. Our family needs closure, and my brother needs justice.
Miss Sonia, as you prepare for your first Thanksgiving without your son, what's your message to his killer? Because, I mean, his killer is probably still out there, walking around free, for all we know.
You're running around free, but justice will come, the light will shine, and God will have it revealed. I'm trusting in God that hearts will be open and voices will come out and speak. Help us help a person that is innocent, that didn't deserve to die the way he died. Please help us.
I just want to thank you guys for coming on, because I mean, I know we want to get the word out and get the message out and, you know, shake the tree and find out if anyone out there knows anything, but it's hard, right? I mean, you haven't even begun to heal and these wounds are still fresh, right? Yeah, I know. So I know it takes a lot to come on here, but I just want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing where you're at, where this investigation is at. And it's just sad that it's still sitting in the same place where it was when we talked to you how many months ago.
I want to thank you guys also for
Well,
sharing our
Thank you,
story and to
Kay.
get it out there.
I mean, we always think about one. If is there any way that people could, if there's anything, I mean, obviously call the Guam Police Department 472-8911. You could leave a tip at Guam Crime Stoppers web.gu. I want to say.
Guam.crimestoppersweb.com.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on, Jay. Yeah.
Guam.crimestoppersweb.com if you guys are watching it.
Right. Yeah. And you guys are all on Facebook too. You know, so. Again, thank you for coming on. I know it's not going to be a happy Thanksgiving for you guys, but you know, like you guys had said, it's a good time for everyone out here to cherish what they have, right, and to be thankful for what we have. Thank you, Miss Sonia.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank
God bless
you.
you.
Stay safe.
Thank
God
you.
bless you guys. Thank you, KUAM.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe.
Be safe. It's 9:59. Just terrible, terrible. I mean, it just seems so easy. I mean, it's not, but you know, they know where he was killed. They know what time he was killed. They know the guy was on a moped. But after that, it just stops, right? So, let's go back into the KWAB News Zoom room where we're bringing on. Hold on a sec.